I love you, Serena. Anyway, welcome to this. Welcome, guys. What's going on, everybody out in the world? Welcome to the podcast number 7. How many have we cranked out now?
Don't you worry about what I'm cranking out.
Cranking out to images of titty sprinkles, apparently.
Yes.
All right. So what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Table Talk. Working titles still. Again, we're just we're doing a few of these tonight, just having some backed up so that we can release them throughout the week, and that way we don't always have to like.
We're doing Table Talk constipation.
Yes, we. Yep. Okay. So what's up? I'm Hypergraphia. This is
Lady S.
And
King size.
All right, and so tonight we're going to be doing a couple different things. I know that Corey, our King Size, wants to talk about
Zucchini.
nonsense news, which I'm not familiar with, and then I know Lady S was wanting to talk about Mandela effects. So we got both of them brought up, and I'm kind of just going to let these guys do their thing. I'm going to take a back seat and put in things when I put in things. No pun intended.
Yes.
So let's see this.
All right.
Nonsense.
There is nonsense news. To me, it is a made-up working title by me. It's not like a thing that exists that I know of anyway. It's just something that is in the news, and I find it totally nonsensical, and it has no relevance whatsoever.
Oh, so it's like a segment you want to create.
Not even that. It's just something, in my mind, it's nonsense news. And one of the things that caught my attention this last week was about fucking millennials. No.
God, so it's full circle.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm being
We've come back, kids.
Right, no.
Okay.
I have nothing against millennials. Just, get a job. I'm trying to think of the best way to break into this.
You're doing great so far.
Right. I love all this dead air.
It's batting 1,000.
Titty sprinkles. Real quick, I was trying to think of what I want to do. I want to give everybody that's listening and enjoys all 2 minutes of this silence mumbling our email. So if you have something to add, something to say, a story that we remind you of, just drop us a line. Our email is hlsz3show@yahoo.com.
HLSC3show
That's sexy. I like it. Anyway, the nonsense news that caught my ear, and it's ruining our society, supposedly, is millennials and the younger generations don't appreciate breasts. It's a bit sexual.
Wait, where did you hear this?
This took a turn, guys.
Oh, yeah, because nothing I say is sexual.
Well,
Where did you hear this?
So we're...
How?
I would like to speak.
It was an actual news story on a couple of the radio stations I listened to during work, that businesses like Hooters, not Aspen Chase. Damn it! There's another.
Your last apartment complex. There were breasts always around there. You couldn't keep the breasts out of those closets.
Strip clubs.
Aspen Chase.
And fail.
Would you like to sign on for a 12-month lease? Would you also like breasts?
Yes, I would.
Well, where do I sign for those?
Sign here on the Milk Duds.
Little did Ryan know they were actually adding them to him.
Oh.
And he never left the house again. Anyway, Hooters.
Anyway,
Hooters.
businesses like Hooters, Twin Peaks, any other skin restaurant, if you will, is
Restaurant.
Strip club.
Restaurant, yes.
Restaurant.
Well, no, not strip clubs so much as just cleavage-inspired restaurants are they're not failing, but they're experiencing record low numbers. And when polled, millennials and the younger generation, I don't know if they have a name for themselves yet. Grow up, get a job, get a name. Is
Earn your name.
I am not hating on the younger generations. I'm not. I just like to be a dick. And here I am.
Can we get a I'm not hating on the younger generation counter they're going?
Well, because I feel like you guys are like, oh, he's killing our fan base.
It's a groaner. It's a groaner for sure.
No.
You know what's really tickling my fancy is he's like all these millennials like he's not one.
No, and that is half the joke. I can have an everyday joke, and that's one of them.
See, for me though, like even not as a millennial, like I can't stand places like that anyway. Like I think I've said before, like I'm not a big fan of strip clubs. We just talked about this the other night. I've never been to a Hooters, nor do I ever desire to be. I don't like. Fuck, man, I'm like trying to eat dinner. I'm not trying to deal with some over sexualized, hype up fucking waitress. It's just like,
Right.
yeah, you're so interesting. Oh god, tell me stories.
Oh, for sure. And that's not the focus of this.
Well, it's just like, I mean, well, what is the? I don't.
What's your point, damn it?
All right,
get it.
let's. The
Jesus.
focus is that the millennials and the new generation
They aren't breast people. They're all ass people.
Oh, okay.
That is the focus.
So it's less the recession, and it's more just.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
That was just the opener, if you will. Jesus. Let's have a little word.
See,
And everyone, I gotta throw something. Just get it out of the way.
I always think it's funny that people like think that, or not think that, but it just seems like people kind of like go one way or the other. It's just like I fucking like them both. Like I like breasts and ass. They're both amazing things. Like I don't really subscribe to one team more than the other. Like
Team bacon, team boobage.
I kind of play the field. I mean, not like that, obviously, but like
I smelled the look. Noted. Oh.
It's really funny that this is just now coming to light because as long as I can remember, I've always been an ass person.
Right.
I love
I
on chicks. Like they're just like
I have a feeling this is gonna go over well at the office.
it's just I don't know.
There's a
Like,
3-year-old.
boobs-
Can I borrow your podcast? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Boobs are good. You know, they're great. And
They are.
I prefer more ass to my chicks than I do boobs though, because boobs are fine, but like the point of Pleasure Town is the nipple, right? So
the nipple technically is the point of pleasure. I think that's what Corey was getting at as he flew out of his chair in a tizzy.
Pleasure Town!
Corey's very tizzied right now.
No, and
Just a
I
whoosh
agree.
of a- whoosh of
So
emotion.
we're not, now I want to. Is there a valley to Pleasure Town and Ass Town?
I just like ass to grab. And like you can't really. I mean, you could grab boobs and be rough with them, but you can't. You don't
get a
slap
donkey.
tits.
Let's get a
I
dog.
like ass to grab.
You don't slap tits. You slap
fuck I
ass,
don't.
and then
I
you
was
grab
gonna
it.
say.
No.
Yes.
Titty,
Yes.
Titty sprinkles.
Yes.
It all comes back to titty
It
sprinkles
does.
and ass sprinkles.
But it's
Thanks,
fine.
Morgan Freeman.
It's fine that this generation is finally like going towards something that isn't, because in our generation we're always like, oh, boobs and boobs.
So
are gonna
what
do
I'm
it.
gathering
I
is
feel like
you're
you're-
tired of us sexualizing breasts.
Well, I feel
No.
like in our generation, though,
Damn it, I'm trying to start a fight.
We sexualize breasts so much that they, like, if you think about, like, some of the people that have had plastic surgery with, like, the biggest breasts in the world, it's almost, like, comical. You know what I mean? We've
Yeah.
over-sexualized breasts to the point where it's just they're big inflatable fucking balloons. Like, it's just funny. It's just funny. You don't, like...
Is it sorry that I agreed?
Are people,
Or am I-
like,
Shut
getting, like, ass injections? Like, is
Yes.
that something... Is that something that's happening?
I don't know if it's true. Nicki Minaj, that's something that she's had major plastic surgery.
I'm sure she's had a few people inject her ass.
huge dumper.
Babe, stop
That's-
putting your head on the fucking
That's a groaner
microphone.
and you're hurting my
We can't
ears.
read your thoughts.
The microwaves, they hurt.
Yeah.
To me, it's coming to light, like you had said, and I'm just wondering what would the reason for that be? Because breasts definitely aren't getting smaller.
I just think
Jesus, this sounds bad.
I think the reason why people are moving on to
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over your Golden Globe.
I feel like it's breasts are like
All right, done, that's enough laughing.
Right.
Yohei, do you feel like what?
I just feel like
Objectified?
no, like breasts are too they're over sexualized. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
over.
that's what I was saying.
It's like overstimulated of breasts and cleavage and stuff. You can get away with showing that shit on like regular television. You know what I mean? And this generation is just probably like, yeah, well, I'm so over it. I'm so desensitized to boobs because
I
I
guess.
see it everywhere. That would be
and
the
that
only
was-
I got a
reason.
crazy question for you guys.
Shoot.
Like, there's a big thing now since we're speaking about breasts. Like, what are your guys' ideas? Because some people make a big deal about this. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But like, what about like women breastfeeding in public? Like,
I mean,
does that? I mean, I'm
I
sure it
don't
wouldn't
want-
bother either of you. I can't see that bothering
Uh-oh.
either of you. Well, maybe. All right.
can you see?
I
Are
just-
you picturing me yelling up and yelling at a woman with her breasts out?
No.
Because that's what that look like.
No.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I'm hungry too. Guess what? I don't get my malted shake in the dairy aisle. Wait, I do.
Shucks the baby. Get out of here. I don't know. It just seemed like a hot. Seemed like a hot topic that we could fucking cover for a second. But anyway, somebody said mental effects.
Right.
What did you want to
Somebody-
say, Corey?
I just wanted to. It's not so much of the sexuality, the sexuality of the topic or what it is. It was just the topic of I want to know why you guys thought that might be that the younger generations aren't responding to women's advances with their breasts. But real quick to touch on your not milking in public.
Milking.
Farmer Dan says I like to do it in public. Come here, Bessie.
Is that pasteurized?
It will be when I'm done.
She looks like her milk could use a little vitamin D.
Breastfeeding in public, I think it's. I'm all for it. No, I mean I am.
Oh my god.
Not because I want to see breasts in public.
I have
It's
a terrible joke.
wonderful. Shoot.
Go ahead.
Two skinny women produce skim milk.
Oh.
Run with it, Corey.
No.
Don't be scared.
No.
You haven't been scared yet so far.
I'm scared.
I'm scared, Daddy. No.
I'm scared.
But I'm scared.
No, I think it's natural. At the end of the day, you, me, her, them. We're all just bags of fat and water running around.
Damn.
None of it should be sexy.
I'm gonna quote you on that. At the end of the day.
King size, boosting your confidence 2018. You fat sack of water and crap.
But in reality, everything on our bodies is meant for a purpose.
It's like water and crap.
And feeding your little sacks of water and crap. No, I feel that women shouldn't have to be objectified, go to a bathroom stall to let their child eat. Because if
That's
that
gross.
child sucking on a woman's breast is the same thing as me eating a Big Mac.
See,
I'm not going to the bathroom stall to eat a Big Mac. I'll be there shortly afterwards.
I mean, sometimes I will.
Under circumstances.
But I mean, I think it's ridiculous that
I just like
that grown men and women can't.
stand it.
Well, no, that they can't differentiate that that's not to be sexual.
Right.
That kid's fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead, you had a question.
You guys are going back and forth.
We're going ape shit on these breasts.
I just want to say that.
Ow.
Sorry, am I too close to the mic?
No, you just thumped it really hard.
When like women have babies and they go to restaurants and they have to feed their child, I just want to point out that what she is doing is no one else's business.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
was gonna say.
Like-
Yep, I'm with you 100%.
She's not like standing up and being like, "Hey everybody, look what I'm doing." Like no one's gonna fucking do that.
Spinning around, squirting the customers.
Like
It's like Olive Garden, but
How-
with milk.
how
Would
is-
you like more milk on that?
How was your dinner at Ruby Tuesday? Well, I didn't know I'd need a poncho.
I got a black eye and a yeast infection. How's that happen?
the point is that she's not bothering anyone else. It's no one else's fucking business.
Right, you shouldn't
Leave her the fuck
concern
alone.
yourself with what she's doing.
Exactly.
Unless you're her husband.
Right.
Or Corey, apparently.
No,
I want to know more about his Big Mac stalling phase.
No, and that's what is just really concerns me about people nowadays is they've got so much time they got to find something wrong with everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, again, your kid's got to eat. If I'm not saying it's great. You're probably not thrilled that you gotta whip your tits out in public either to feed your kid. I love you.
Both of them, not just one.
Well,
Okay.
you might have 2 kids.
All right. Well, since we're already gonna be weird about it, I'm gonna reach one more step further up. Okay. I have only heard of this.
Is this
because
cervix porn?
are you guys are both from Flint too? So like,
Yep.
I mean, different times we've met each other, but are you
What?
guys
Why?
familiar with the Odyssey in Flint?
The Odyssey.
It was on Door Highway. It was a real rundown piece of shit, fucking like strip club.
Is that?
I had a
was-
friend that worked there, and
Okay.
one time she actually quit the night that one of the patrons asked her. She was pregnant at the time, but she was a shot girl, and one of the guys asked her for a breast milk shot. Have you
Yep.
ever heard of people doing
I
this?
have, and it is.
Have you ever? Like, it's... She quit that night. She was like, that's disgusting, and
Right.
I'm not going to be
And
asked for that.
done.
But, like, have you ever heard of that? Because that was the only time I've ever heard of that. And
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, a breast milk shot.
it's a fetish thing, and it's fucked.
Woo!
I had a friend that was into. I'm trying to think of the politest way to put it.
Fetishism.
Well, no,
Fetishism.
pregnant women just because of the breast milk thing, and I get it if you're breast centric and you just that's all you care about is big swollen veiny breasts.
Ugh.
Make them as big as because naturally when breasts hold milk they
I
get big.
think I know who you're talking about.
You know everything. But
Anyway.
Syphilis. That's a callback!
should have listened to the last episode, kids.
Right?
But it was, from my understanding, because I didn't want to know too much, because it just sickens me. Like, that's a natural process.
Yeah.
I'm getting angry.
It's pretty gross. Okay, so then
But-
that also makes me think of just because like you had a friend, like I think I actually told Serena this, but I worked with a guy at Google when I was working there. He was also former military, so you probably know who I'm talking about. I don't talk too much these days, but he had a crazy fetishism for just pregnant women in general,
Ugh.
which is also another weird thing to me. Like, but he was so about it. And again, I wasn't thinking that this would take this weird turn, but I mean,
Here we are.
Well, I think everybody to a degree has like certain kinks and fetishes, but like if you don't, share in that kink or fetish, it just seems so odd and so weird. And then that like I said, that's never one that I ever understood. Like, again, I'm not gonna say what his name was.
Right.
Again, I worked with him at Google, but like there were days where like because we sat right next to each other, he would just talk my ear off about it. And he's just
No.
like, "There's nothing more sexy than a
Yeah.
woman who's like." Got that big bulge in her belly, and I'm just like sitting here thinking, that's a kid though. Like
Exactly.
and that's what makes it weird. Like, no, there's another person in that person, and that shouldn't be making
That's
that
person
all-
on person on person action.
right?
Maybe he just has like a big girl fetish then. If he's just like worried about the stomach.
And that's what I wonder
it
too.
was pregnancy. Like, it
And
was
that-
pregnant women that was his fetish.
Because
Yes.
believe you me, the guy that I was talking about earlier, I questioned it. Like, I'm like, hey, what about a pregnant woman turns you on? Like, I'm not saying pregnant women aren't sexy. Women should be sexy.
Right.
That sounds sexist.
No, I see
But
what
I
you're
mean,
saying,
women
though.
should be held in that light. That a woman's a woman, pregnant or not.
Right.
That
Well, pregnant women are beautiful.
yeah, they have a
They're-
glow.
Well,
You're doing a
exactly.
beautiful thing with your body.
It is, yeah. I mean, it is to actually see it, it's horrific and terrifying. But
Right.
it's a beautiful thing.
Well,
It's a beautiful thing up until
what a
that
beautiful sacrifice. What's his name? Jimmy?
Ow!
Ow!
It's a beautiful thing up
Beautiful
until
thing
it's not.
Until that alien rips right out of that vagina.
Right? You guys ever seen the movie Alien? You know what happens.
Right.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. I've never understood that fetish.
Well, and I questioned it, and I could never get a straight answer of like what it is. Is it the fact, because women all come in different shapes and sizes, and and I understand that you got women with big hips, women with large breasts, women with small breasts, women with big heads, broad shoulder, yada yada yada, and I can understand like when a woman gets pregnant, her hips move, her breasts drop. To the windows. But I mean, so I can see that becoming an aspect of sexy to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, and I just try to figure out people. I try to figure out why,
What makes
what
them
about
tick.
midgets turns you on? I would like to know. Is it because when she holds your dick, it looks like a foot long, or is it just because you like something little to spin on you?
Corey's a fun guy to talk to at parties.
Let's get some drinks in me. We'll do the next one tonight.
Nice coat.
So, midget penis.
No,
Magenus.
no, and it's not. I'm not calling out anybody's fantasies.
Yes.
What was it?
We here-
Fetishes?
We
Anything?
here at Table Talk support you no matter what you choose to love, who you choose to love. and
Long as
how
it's-
you-
long as
how
it's
you
of
choose
legal
to- Corey,
age.
let me finish the fucking sentence. Please, we gotta redeem a little bit here. Seriously though,
Okay.
love anybody, tall, small, colored,
Yeah.
male, female, it doesn't matter. Find your love, and again, embrace your kink. It may make you weird, but I'm telling you, everybody has one.
For sure. I'm not going to divulge any of mine, and I hope that you don't divulge any of yours.
Nope.
But I'm just saying, I am not calling out anybody. I ask questions in an attempt to strive for knowledge. I like to know.
So midgets.
Well, no,
I
just
can't get over it.
I know
I
you
just thought
can't.
that was his example.
no. It was up on the demotivational.
Oh.
There was a midget stripper on my demotivational poster, and I just.
Corey, tell us why.
Well, right now it's mouths don't get pregnant, so
And now it's a little boy.
when your
Out of
mate has a
context.
slap boxed her tonsils in a week and she asks you what's your problem.
It's
That
not
could be a
ridiculous.
fetish. Bobos are a fetish.
Oh man, this has been.
It's been interesting, I know. And I wanted to break this ice a little bit, and we have done a great job with that.
Good job.
Yay, team us.
We broke the ice.
But I don't,
And
that's,
sunk the Titanic.
yeah, real quick. Again, I'm not calling anybody out. I don't care. Like I said, long as you can do what you want behind closed doors with whoever you want. Again, as long as it's consensual and it's legal. I could care less. Again, this is an attempt to understand people. Because I legitimately don't get what turns you on about a pregnant woman. Now, if it was your pregnant woman and she's doing all this for you and you just find that incredibly sexy, that's great. Great.
I can't wait for the comments
That's puberty.
on this video. I can't wait.
I can't
read
wait to
them.
get banned from Facebook either.
What'd he say?
Wake up in the morning like, hey, Hypergraphy's YouTube page is totally fucking blocked now. So I figured we can probably just save Mandela the next time because we've reached 20 or so. Or you guys want to wrap this one up and do another one?
We can.
Okay, so we're gonna. This is the breast episode. It's the breast episode.
Well,
Yeah.
I just.
I'll be here all week, guys.
Right.
Be sure to tip your Hooters waitress.
Well, and again, this episode started out for understanding. I wanted to know if you guys had any ideas why the younger generations doesn't like the breast.
Or if you're part of
Personally,
the
I
younger
take fucking
generation,
issue with it.
Tell us
Yeah,
if
we
you're
could
part
tell.
of that younger generation that Corey has no problem with. Air quote.
Yeah. Yeah, if
like
you're part
what?
of the younger generation and you think that I do have a problem with you, just go ahead and drop me a line at HLSZ3show@yahoo.com. That's the letters HLSZ, the number 3, the letters that spell show@yahoo.com.
Drink water. Anyway,
Anyways.
guys, thank you so much for again always listening. This is episode 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Something
so
like
thanks
that.
again for listening, guys. We really appreciate, as always, your ears and your input. Again, Corey.
We never
is
got an
gonna-
answer.
Of what?
I want to know why. This was an
You
adventure
need
for
to know
me.
why right now.
Yes.
Somebody listening in Discord, like Corey, know why.
Tell me. I need to know. I'm
It's
just
right
like the
between
monostat
X-
commercial.
It's right between X and Z. So as always, guys, I love you so much. We all love you so much. And again, we thank
Yes.
you for listening. And again, feedback is always appreciated. Be sure to like this video and let us know in the comments below what you think about. Actually, let us know if you're more a breast or an ass person.
Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you prefer? What do you look for in another person? Maybe not even those. Maybe you like eyes. What's a defining
Yeah,
feature
maybe
for
you like something.
Let's jump away from the sexuality.
Right.
Just kidding. But anyway, as always, guys, feel free to drop us a line either at that email or down below.
I don't want to
And-
end this because I think I'm going to get yelled at.
And as always, it's your host, Hypergraphia,
Lady S.
Zucchini.
and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening, guys.